We had the Sustainable Water Challenge Pure Water Brew competition here this morning at the Raccoon Lodge, and it was a terrific success. We had 25 home brewers that entered their beer, and we selected the very best that we'll be taking to the Water Reuse Association Conference and the Water Environment Federation Conference in September. This is really a story about water, and that all water is recycled. All water we use has been consumed before and will be consumed again. We're just trying to bring that story to light. This is especially important right now, as so much of the United States faces reoccurring and serious drought. It's important as we look at climate change. Water is too precious just to use once. We need to think about what are those innovative ways that we can recycle water, we can use water, we can create water that's fit for purpose. We have the technology to create water that can go back to the environment, that can be used for irrigation, can be used for product manufacturing, and frankly can be used to make beer.
For the high purity water that we used for Pure Water Brew, the water had already come out of the treatment facility. So ultrafiltration, reverse osmosis, all of the organic molecules, so all those trace organics that folks are really worried about, the vast majority of those are going to come out with the RO membrane. The few very, very trace quantities that might make it through the RO membrane are then removed using an advanced oxidation process. So when it comes out the back end of that process, it's extremely pure. Very, very, very clean water.
For me, this clean water, it's perfect for brewing actually, especially if you're really into the science of it and like doing and playing around with chemistry and looking at like how different aspects affect the overall beer. So the ability to have a clean slate is almost unheard of unless you're using distilled water.
Any of the people that I talk to around what we're doing here as far as the source of the water and making beer out of it, most of the time their first response is kind of a big ew factor. But they're curious, they're engaged. They want to know, okay, what is this exactly that you're doing? I think the most important part is it provides a good educational opportunity and an awareness. It's certainly possible that in the coming years we're going to be facing more and more water challenges, and being able to use something as fun as beer and brewing to provide an educational opportunity to say, hey, clean water is closer than you think.
This is just the start of a broader conversation we all need to have about the nature of water. Water is too precious to use just once. Why don't you join us as we start this conversation?